Let's ride.
Roxburgh.
Yes, sir. We're riding.
Roxburgh!
Oh,
That's better.
yeah.
All right. Week 7 bets. Already into week 7. Holy shiznit.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Basketball started.
You had a rough week last week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not
I did.
great.
Yeah.
1-5.
Not doing those props again.
I was 3-2. Yet to have a losing week in terms of this exercise and bets I make here.
Yeah.
Season, I'm down a couple hundo because I'm an idiot and I like betting tennis and other things like that. I started betting tennis. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. You know, I would usually just make up a couple $1,000 in fantasy football. I don't know if that's happening this year. I mean, we'll see.
Still early.
Yeah, well, not really. It says it's week 7.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fuck you.
Still early enough. Early
Yeah.
enough. Like if you make a run now.
I'm so humble and you're so optimistic.
Well.
Okay, so for the year, I
have to be, yeah.
am 21-13. You are 14-17-1. Still winning record if you're taking all our bets.
Yeah.
Just so you know, you still have money.
yeah.
Mostly because of me.
You're carrying us, yeah.
Carrying, yeah. My back sore, baby. Okay, got some ones you like this week?
I do. You want me to start it off?
You started off there, buddy.
So I'll start off with my guys. This is a week where I think things start to settle in and kind of materialize the way we had anticipated. At least I'm hoping the way I anticipated.
Yeah.
First one I have is the Raiders -7 at Houston. I think this is probably the easiest opponent they've had all year, and this is a 1-4 or whatever. It's a must win. I mean, there's 3 games back from first, but here they win. I mean, I just like the Raiders to tune them up. I really do.
Even with the injuries, with Waller being ruled out.
I just think a week to prepare. If McDaniel's is anything of a coach, it'll show up here in this game. I think it's that simple. I think it's just a must win. 7 is usually would scare me off, but not with this one.
All right, I have 2 props and then 3 other bets. One of them is like a 2-team, same game kind of 2-thing parlay. I'll get into that later.
All right.
So my first prop is David Njoku over 36.5 yards.
Oof.
I think that might have gone up to 37.5. But they are playing the Ravens in what should be a good game script. The Ravens have allowed they're averaging like 60 yards to the tight ends. They haven't allowed a lot of touchdowns to tight ends.
Yeah.
But the only game that kind of skews the numbers, they had I think it was the Patriots had 0 catches for the tight ends when they were playing both their guys in a game they didn't really pass too much.
Yeah.
Either way, they allowed 50 yards last week to Bellinger. They've allowed a 60, a 70, and Njoku's had 50 yards in the last 4 games, I think.
Love it.
So I can see him getting this in the first quarter. He's been consistent. You know, he is the number 2 option in that passing game. And you know my love for David Njoku.
Yeah.
Also looks great with the shirt off. What do you got?
Next one I have, I'm going to one of my guys again, or one of my teams, Broncos. I saw it at 0.5. -1's fine too.
Yeah.
But I think this is, again, they're at home. The defense is too stout against the Jets. I don't see the Jets scoring more than 10 points. So as long as they can put up 13 to 17, I think that they'll easily deliver that number. It's just a must win. So.
All right, next prop for me, and by the time you hear this, it's probably going to go up with the news, is Devontae Adams, 78.5. I love this. He's going to be he was a little angry, obviously, destroying a cameraman after the last game. Even though he had those 2 long catches, it's Devontae Adams.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting 100 yards here.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
I like
love that.
Yeah.
The only worry, I guess, would be they beat the rails off them, but why would they do that? It's because Devontae Adams has 6 for 70 in the first fucking quarter.
Sure. Next one I have, it's another AFC West team, so that's 3 in a row. Chargers -5 at Seahawks. Same thing. I think the AFC West is probably going to go 4-0 this week, and the Chargers just need to take care of business at home against the Seahawks. So all 3 teams have done so far at home. They're all laying points, but they're all against inferior teams: Texans, Jets, Seahawks. So I'm taking a team I think is good, fading a team that I don't like. So Chargers -5 versus.
Are you worried if Keenan Allen, because Palmer's out? Are you worried if Keenan Allen sits, or you don't think it matters?
I would like it probably because you'll probably get another 1.5. We'll probably go on 3.5 or 4.
Yeah.
No, I'll take the Chargers. The Chargers find a way to win this game.
Okay. I like that. Okay, my one game that isn't included in my bonus picks here, or whatever you want to call them, we'll get to that later. It's Chiefs. So we have all of the AFC West teams. Chiefs -2, -2.5.
Yeah.
And they're against the Niners.
What did you bet it at?
2.5. They just lost to the Bills. That Mahomes had that terrible pick in the first quarter in the end zone. It's mostly just the fact that the Niners defense is so beat to shit.
Yeah.
And I don't think they can scheme up a way to stop Mahomes here.
The interesting bet, maybe you could do an R2 one. We just moneyline all 4 of the AFC West teams this week.
Ooh, I wonder what those odds would be.
We'll have to look at it.
Yeah, we will. Okay.
Next one I have the Browns. Again, one of my teams, and also I'm kind of fading Baltimore a little bit here. They're at Baltimore, which isn't the best, but they're getting 6.5 on the road. I think the line should be closer to 7.5. I think if it wasn't in division, there's something fishy about the 6.5. The Browns don't lose by more than like a field goal ever, so I'll take the Browns plus 6.5 on the road at Baltimore in division.
All right. Okay. So this is my these two. I'm going to give you the line. I bet the line as well. I like more of the second bet I'm going to do here, but mine's the Packers minus 4.5.
This is a parlay.
No, the first one's just the line. I'm doing two Packers bets though. The first one just it's Packers minus 4.5.
Okay.
They're on the road against the Commanders, but and Heineke is an X factor for sure. But Heineke also turns the ball over, and the Packers need this game so bad. Aaron Rodgers has to be embarrassed. Yeah. I don't care what you say about their team; they have some issues. We've seen this before. Remember, I know it was week 1 last year. They kind of did the same thing week 1 this year, but they lost like 45-7 against the Saints.
Yeah.
And what happens? Like they always win 13 games. I don't know if they're winning 13 games this year, but they're a good team. Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Fame quarterback. I see a 50% chance they win by multiple touchdowns.
Sure.
Which is then this is 4.5.
Yeah. Yep.
And then just parallel that, my big bet I'm doing here. There's two options, and you let me know which one. So one is minus 30. I don't know if that fits this exercise. It is Aaron Rodgers over 199 yards passing, mixed with Green Bay plus 3.5. They can lose by a field goal, and it's minus 130. So you wager 100, you win 176. You actually profit 77. The other one that we can use actually, which is even better because it's Packers money line over Aaron Rodgers 199 yards. That is plus 105. So we can just use that one probably. So
that's the one you want to use?
Yeah. Well, I want to use the minus 131, but those odds are too much there. Either way, they're both going to win. I feel like the Packers winning by a touchdown here. And the only worry is adding another variable with 199. But Aaron Rodgers hit that number 5 out of 6 games.
Yeah.
And, unless it's literally a defensive touchdown and then a 90-yard Aaron Jones touchdown, that's the only way he doesn't get this.
Yeah, I like it.
So
that's a good one. I like that.
He's going to come out angry, We'll see. They're on the road, but, I just saw the Bears move the ball up and down the field in the Commanders last week with no receivers and Justin Fields throwing the ball.
Yeah.
And I saw the Commanders struggle, granted, with Carson Wentz and a busted finger, but they struggled the last couple of weeks. Dotson's out.
Yeah.
Logan Thomas is out. I saw that they ruled out Dyami Brown. They're real thin, man.
Yeah.
And, they got a decent running attack, and the Packers are vulnerable on the ground.
Sure.
But if you have no worry of downfield, give me that.
All right. Yeah, my last one here is Jalen Waddle over 61.5 receiving yards. They're playing Pittsburgh. I think I've won this every time I pick this. Simply just fading Pittsburgh's pass defense because they allow 1 million yards to everyone. I mean, last week it wasn't 100 yards, but it was 95 for Godwin, I think.
Yeah.
And then prior to that, they had 2 100-yard receivers on the same game. So I love the fact that Waddle has been he had a decent game last week, I think, but he's due for a decent game, and 61.5, I like it.
All right, want to run through our bets here?
Yep, I'll go real quick. I got Raiders minus 7 versus Texans. Broncos at home against the Jets minus 1. Chargers minus 5 at home against Seattle. And then Browns plus 6.5 on the road at Baltimore. And then Jalen Waddle over 61.5 receiving yards against Pittsburgh on Sunday Night Football.
All right, I have David Njoku over 36.5 receiving yards. That is against the Baltimore. I have Devontae Adams over 78.5 receiving yards. That is against the Texans. I have the Chiefs minus 2.5 at San Fran. I have the Packers minus 4.5 at Commanders. And I have that Packers same game two-leg parlay there with Packers money line and Aaron Rodgers over 199.5 passing yards.
I like it. That's a good one.
All right, Rob Squared.